Hey, Charles, how you doing, buddy?
Holy moly!
Yeah.
I'm back on the Lee Gershman show, sitting on the couch, giving up that hi-yo, how you doing, big boss? And this was a Lee pick today.
Yeah.
Not sure. With Lee, folks, I never know what the actual. Sometimes he does stuff to like get under my skin. Other times he just does it because he's been cool, and then other times he's like wants to turn me on to something. So we'll see what effect came today.
All right.
I mean, but I was like confused because Frederick fucking Chopin is some kick-ass shit, and this is what I got. What you picked, Lee. So what are we doing today?
Well,
on the Lee Gershman show.
Before we begin, I have to ask you: have you heard of a group called Kangaroo?
No.
Have you? Did you look them up to find out about them or not?
No. Oh, this band we're doing?
No.
Oh, Kangaroo? No, I don't.
All right. Have you heard of the song by Barbra Streisand called "Free the People"?
No.
But you've heard of Barbra Streisand, and you probably
Yes.
Have you heard of the group? Have you heard of the group the Hello People?
No.
The group that did miming. Have you heard of the group Orleans?
Yes.
Okay.
Now we get something.
Okay. Barbara Keith in the group Kangaroo wrote "Free the People" that Barbra Streisand wrote. No, Barbra Streisand covered the tune, and it made.
Yeah, because she don't write. Yeah.
And it made. No, she does, but she writes shit. But the Barbara Keith song. Yeah. No. Barbra Streisand wrote "Evergreen," and I hate that song. But anyway, the point is, Barbara Keith wrote the song, and some people, a few, got more well known with her because of that. N.D. Smart was the drummer in Kangaroo, but he also did stuff with the Hello People, and he worked with Todd Rundgren, so he wasn't well known, but he.
Well, I know Todd Rundgren. Yeah.
But he at least got session work and some pay.
When you mention Kangaroo, I think Kaga Juju.
No, 1968. Anyway.
George Lynch's first band, Kaja Goo
No.
Too shy.
No.
Gosh.
Anyway.
No.
Anyway, John Hall.
That's where we're at, folks.
Anyway, John Hall was in Kangaroo, and he was in Orleans, and he danced with me, and he did a whole bunch of shit. He did some stuff that was cool in the John Hall band. He wrote stuff like "I Can't Go for That," "Oh No Can Do," that Daryl Hall did. So
I love that.
And then John Hall became a senator, so he became massive.
I read that. I actually read that.
Okay. Anyway. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give you the fucking history. There's one other guy in Kangaroo who didn't do much. His name was Teddy Spelios. Well, he did do something. He did a group called Holy Moses, which we're reviewing.
Yeah, and the album is Holy Moses with 2 exclamation points.
Yeah. And I decided to do it because Kangaroo is kind of an obscure album that people know of, but no one knows about Holy Moses.
You definitely stump me on that one.
I didn't even know of it until I found out about it.
Kind of like me and Whiteface. Soon on the Lee Gerson show, Whiteface Review, which is.
But I knew about Whiteface.
But not everybody does.
No, nobody does.
But Kangaroo, yeah, I keep hearing in my mind. Dude, shy. I don't know why.
Never mind.
For the folks at home, you can hold your breath waiting for a Kaja Goo review.
Yeah. Hold your breath a lot.
Yeah, we need population control because we're not going to do that one.
Yeah.
But it's interesting you brought up Ted Spelios.
Yeah.
Because I got a lot to say about that fine young man.
He doesn't have a lot to say, or not, but go for it. If you Wikipedia person.
He's all over this album. He may not have been on the Kangaroo or Poopy Poo Poo or whoever
he did not write any of the songs, but he is the guitarist.
Yeah, well, I know who wrote most of the songs, and he's not Captain Marvel. He don't yell Shazam, but he has the same name. And old Billy Batson.
Yeah.
And
so you've heard you looked up your info.
Oh, of course I had to.
Yeah. Poopy on you anyway.
Yeah.
That's all good though.
This ain't complete crap. They're out of Woodstock, New York, this band.
Wow.
Interesting. Ted Spelios was so badass that somebody connected to Jimi Hendrix, gave him one of his guitars.
Huh. Wow.
Yeah, read that. So I should give a little spoiler there. Mr. Spelios is nobody to shit on. Maybe he didn't write a lot of songs, ended up in a monastery in the later part of his life. But as a guitar player, fantastic. I don't know anybody really else in this group. You could make up names. I wouldn't know who they are, with the exception of Billy Batson and Ted Spelios, because Billy Batson's all over this album.
Yeah.
And, but no, I never heard of these dudes, and so did probably like 99% of humanity. Now but you found them, because like Orleans is like kind of like America or some shit, right? They're kind of like
they're worse.
Like real wimpy shit.
But the reason why I found this group
bread.
Oh.
Like kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Kangaroo, I decided to look up the info on the guy who didn't do things that got fame. And that was the Teddy guy. And that's why I decided to listen to it. And then when I listened to it, I thought, hell, why not review it? Because there's nobody else who heard it except for me and you.
Yeah, and then like the nobody else that doesn't know this will click and watch the video because they'll be like, oh my God, I didn't know Holy Moses. But now, I'm just teasing. There's somebody out there that knows this. I guarantee it. And I'm going to tell you why, Lee. Because there's a famous music club there in New York, and I'm surprised you don't go there all the time, called Cafe Wah.
I've heard of it.
And Bruce Springsteen, and who's the little dude who played like the mandolin and all that? That guy? Stevie, what's that guy?
Ray Vaughan. No, Stevie Van Zandt.
Stevie Van Zandt both used to go watch Ted Spelios play at Cafe Wah.
Really?
In the 60s, yes. And we're amazed at how great of a guitar player he was.
Fuck.
So,
you know your history more than me.
So somebody must have been paying attention to these guys.
Yeah, I guess so.
And another spoiler, folks, some professional reviewer who I actually respect this time, unlike on Frederick Chopin, said these guys might have been one of the greatest bands of all time if they wouldn't have broke up after one album, because they only have one album. Well, let's get into it, Lee.
All right, I'll start. The first song is Sad Cafe. Okay, this song makes me think of a group like Little Feat, with even less serious intent as Little Feat. And that's quite an accomplishment. Well, in other words, a group whose tongue-in-cheek attitude rivals Little Feat. This is a song that I could understand some people getting irritated with because of the spoken word parts, and the bar band gets to smartass vibe. But I actually like it, and I think this group has talent. Sure, I don't imagine hearing this anytime on any radio station, but it's cool and I can groove with it. What do you think?
Well, I highly enjoy the piano riff that gets doubled up with the guitar riff. The vocalist, Billy Batson, don't yell Shazam, folks. I mean, he's odd. He's like a mix of Jim Morrison and Neil Young, which is odd. I'm not sure what the highlight is, the piano or the guitar on this track. The backing vocals are kind of lame in the chorus, which is about the only thing I can knock the song for, because it's well played. And even though it's a sad cafe, it sounds pretty fun, actually. I'd go hang out at the sad cafe, especially if these dudes were the house band. So yeah, other than those lame backing vocals, I dug it.
Right on. What do you think of Rock City Road?
Well, I'd dig a deeper hole next, but I'll go with Rock City Road. Do you have Dig a Deeper Hole, Lee?
Wait.
You're gonna have that jazz album?
Wait. Yeah, I got Dig a Deeper Hole, so let's do Dig a Deeper Hole first.
All right.
Okay.
Ted Spelios has got to go in that Terry Kath category. For me, he's criminally underrated. He's our guitarist. He's fantastic. There's some slide style here, and it's so fucking good. This is just another fun song. Even more fun than Sac Cafe. Sounds like some rock that we've played in the French Quarter down in New Orleans or something. And you get a bit of horn on it too, and it's pretty fun. Nothing too deep here, just some fun little rock music. Dig a Deeper Hole.
Okay, this is what I call the most normal song on the album, only because of the instrumentation. It's fine, and I don't dislike it, but I think in this case, the vocals could have increased the tongue-in-cheek nature of what they did, because it would have helped the song for me. But even though it's the least outwardly, purposefully odd tune on the album, I'm not against it. Okay, now, since I might not know what the next song is.
Rock City Road.
Okay, thank you. What do you think? I'll start.
All right.
This sounds to me like if I were to see them live at the small bar where they'd be playing, they'd sound exactly like this, as if they didn't distill their energy for the studio sessions, but brought their live sound to the studio. So I like it for its ability to sound live, even if it isn't. The song is a regular type of bar band blues rock piece, but the tongue-in-cheek way they play it makes it fun, and I kind of dig it for that. What do you think?
Well, this is probably the most pure rock track thus far, total blues rock. And once again, Mr. Spelio's guitar playing, fabulous. And it's been thus far, but this is probably the best I've heard from the guitar to this point. And the guitar solo is really badass. And while I don't think our vocalist, Billy Batson, who I'm disappointed once again to report, is not Captain Marvel, but just a rock pianist and singer of the era, he isn't the best I've heard, but far from the worst. And kind of like what Lee said, and I'll nail that on another song. It's almost like these are live tracks, but they're not, which is really kind of cool. And his voice is the music, that's for sure. It's not fabulous singing, but it works with this band. And I thought this song smoked Rock City Road.
All right, what's the next song?
Roll, River, Roll.
All right. I got that. What do you think of that?
Well, I suppose we would call this a ballad or, well, a slower song. I don't know. We get some organ on it instead of piano, and Batson is more like Neil Young sounding here, but not quite as good as Neil Young. I will say, though, his vocals are not pretentious, and it sounds like he's just being authentic, and that's good, but this one was a bit of a slog, just a tad bit boring and tiresome. I suppose all bands have to slow it down, but I'm not sure that this is their strength. This song came across as mediocre.
Okay, I put this type of song ordinarily would bore me and make me not like it, but their tongue-in-cheek way of presenting it saves it for me and makes me like it. I rather like this song, not so much because of the song, but because of their treatment of it. They did it in a way that a person like me would like, and since I am me, I am that type of person, so I like it. Okay.
Please let me say what the next one is.
Bazaraza Bound?
No! Agadagadooly.
Oh, weird. Okay. What's all right? Well, I'll start first. Agadagadooly. Musically, this is my favorite song on the album, and not even the tongue-in-cheek vocals all the way throughout can cover up the great musicianship on it. It's perhaps my favorite song on the album. What do you think?
Well, all right. Out of Depression Land, which was the previous song that we liked, typically don't like that style, so that's why we say, listen to the record yourself, folks. It is on streaming. Agadagadoola. Sounds like, and you didn't know these guys, because this sounds like lyrical inspiration to Mr. Gerstmann here. This really does. I mean,
weird.
And then Spelios, well, maybe it was by osmosis. Because the chorus is total lead.
Yeah.
Spelios breaks up the wah. He does some nifty playing with that pedal. This is a solid band piece here. Bass is great, solid drums on it. And old Billy Batson, he sounds decent on this one. Even though lyrically it's just fun nonsense, we are back in the positive lane with this fun, silly number, Agadagadooly.
All right, what's the next song?
No Turning Back.
All right, what do you think of that one?
It starts out with an almost classical sounding piano playing. Then Spelios kicks in with his guitar, which counters the piano in an awesome way. It sounds to me like somebody's singing besides Batson here. I don't know. And I haven't a clue. It almost has a Dr. John feel at points in the vocals. And while I'm not a huge Dr. John dude, it's subtle or reminiscent. It's not complete Dr. John, but kind of. So maybe it was the old Billy Batson, but I don't know. It sounds like somebody else singing here. This one is a better version of the style they tried on Roll River Roll, that slow type, because this is a slow one. And I thought this was better, and it's very ominous type. So I dug this one a lot. this sounds to me to be one of the better ones they did. No turning back.
All right, but what impresses me about this song is it's exactly trying to do a song like the group The Band and have a vocalist that sounds like Rick Denko. By golly, they did it. Do I like Rick Denko's solo work better? Yes. But that's beside the point. This sounds like a song Robbie Robertson wrote, and this group managed to get a hold of it and put some life into it. As an original song by this band, I would say I prefer all of the songs on side one more than this, but as a song mimicking the group The Band, I do like it, and I like it better than most of the actual songs by the band. So this gets a plus. All right. What's the next song?
A Cowboy's Dream.
All right. Cowboy's Dream. I put musically, this is so far the most interesting song on the album, and perhaps my favorite musically. Vocally and lyrically, it's okay, and I don't at all mind the lyrics or the vocals, but I wouldn't miss them either if this was an instrumental song, because I think the group plays well enough where they could do an instrumental song and not worry about putting in the tongue-in-cheek vocals, which I still don't mind, but I wouldn't be against having them refrain from doing them in at least one song. What do you think?
Well, shit, I thought this was Half-Breed by Cher for a minute.
Huh.
Maybe that was what was ripped off by this, but really, dude, who am I kidding? I don't know Cher's Half-Breed that well, so I don't know if it sounds
I don't know it at all
or not.
Yuck.
I heard it, but I don't know it that well. I guess this song makes sense as it's a dream. I mean, the song grooves a bit, and I suppose we could call it demented country rock. Billy Batson is definitely back, but so is his kick-ass piano playing. When he plays his piano well, he plays it really well. Another great band piece here. They all shine here. And this could be like my favorite too. I think it's probably my favorite one, even though it don't make any sense. This album should have been better known, by my opinion, to this point. Yeah. And then we have one more.
And what's that one?
Bazazazazaza Bound or something like that.
All right. Give me a.
I guess it's
all right.
my turn.
All right. Yeah. What will you think of that one?
We close out with what sounds to be an attempt at an epic track. It's very long too. It's not very short. I suppose it was a decent attempt, but old Billy Batson, he's a tad bit too corny on this one, and that sucks because musically it's great, but the song is a tad like cliche. I've heard a ton of songs like this through the years, but I will say I guess they tried with Bound. But overall, I guess it's a decent album cut, but far from the best to my ears. But overall, even though not a perfect album, I will say the great outweighs the shit, and this is some hidden gold. And I recommend rock fans check this album out if they've never heard it. Go ahead, Lee.
All right, even though the song is longer, it's not significantly better than the other tracks. But it is as enjoyable as the others. I guess sometimes I would have preferred hearing less vocals and more instrumental jamming, but I can't complain about the amount I did get. It's a decent tune. Right on.
But overall, the album is
I think it's a pretty good album to hear.
Yeah, I mean, I pick Chopin and say I maybe you want to check that out. And Lee picks Holy Moses.
Yeah.
So who's smarter, folks?
I don't know who's smarter or not.
But I want to listen to some more Ted Spelios.
Do you want me to pick the Kangaroo album?
Sure, and less Billy Batson.
Yeah, Billy Batson is not in it.
He wasn't horrible either, to be fair. This is his vocal.
He did 2 songs that were...
Yeah, I'm going to give you credit. You nailed it. These
solo.
songs sound like they're live, but very well played live in the studio.
He did 2 songs on his own in the 60s. But otherwise, this is it.
Holy. Ted Spelios is an awesome guitarist.
Yeah.
So, and he's apparently still alive and on Facebook. So mad love to you, Ted Spelios.
Right on.
And thanks for turning me on to this album, Lee, that more people should know that you found on accident. So
yeah.
One of the rare times Lee didn't find this in the bargain bin.
Yeah.
He did me. He picked, hey, we got that in common. No, I just find weird shit. And you do too.
Yeah, right on.
You find some gold. So
this is the weird shit review. All right. Thank you so much. Okay. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.